Well, this is Surreal. Welcome to the Surreal Podcast with Simon Burridge
and Rachel Burridge. Surreal.
Welcome to the Cherrywood Podcast. How are you all doing? A Monday morning podcast, and look what we've got. We've got loads of cereal. I don't know if you've noticed, guys, but there's lots of adverts going on at the moment about this cereal. So what we did is we invited them on the podcast. They're London-based.
They said no.
And they said no. They said they're only a small team of 9. They're from London, and they obviously haven't got time. I said, well, why don't we review your cereal then? So we're not getting paid for this at all. This is not an endorsement. This is a real tasting. We're going to see if this cereal meets expectations.
So how many cereals have we got?
5, Rachel. Can you not work that out just by staring at them?
I didn't realise, I can't see round there, so I didn't know that was the Cherrywood sign.
So it's Surreal. They do 5 flavours. They do a cocoa, which leading brand, obviously we know what that is, pops a lot. Do
Rice Krispies?
They do frosted. You can't say brands, Rachel. You can't say brands. Do frosted. I wonder what they are, but I imagine they're great. They do caramelized biscuits, which is the same as the old hairdresser biscuits and sounds like a make of a car. Well, it is the make of a car as well, fast car. And then peanut butter, which I imagine is like my friend Reese. And then, what's the other one? And then we've got cinnamon, and just like my friend Graham. I imagine. So we're going to try them all out. Well, I'm going to try them out because you don't want to try them out, do you? Because you don't eat breakfast, do you?
I don't eat breakfast.
But I love breakfast, right? So we're going to go through what they've asked me to say. This is how they sell the product. Are you going to read it out for me, Rach?
I will read it out for you if you want me to.
So I'll read a few bits, right? Is that the cereal is high in protein, low in sugar, gluten-free and dairy-free. So and tastes like childhood.
So I'm actually looking at the back of these cereals, and every single one of them has 0 grams of sugar compared to other cereals which can have, for example, this cereal,
talking your mic,
which is the equivalent cereal, can have up to 9 grams of sugar per serving.
How do you know that? Have you done any research?
I've got it on the back here.
Was it talking about? Has it got the equivalents on there?
Yes.
Well, I've researched the equivalent. I've looked at the leading brand of these frosted ones. You know,
it's on the back.
I've looked at the lead. Well, I didn't even notice that.
Look, Surreal.
Well, let's see if the information's correct because I took a screenshot of it earlier.
Okay, let me have a look. Give me that one, and I'll compare it then.
Go per 100 grams if you've got 100 grams on there, yeah?
This is based on this is based on 1 bowl of cereal.
Well, these do it on 35 grams. They do it on 30 grams.
35
grams.
Oh, right, okay. Serving.
So the sugar, the saturates is 0.
They don't have that on there. They've got sugar, net carbs, protein, high fibre.
Carbohydrates is 30 grams.
Yep, that's what they've got here.
Yeah.
And this cereal is only 8.
Yeah, it's 8 grams. This is what I've noticed. It's 8 grams carbohydrates, where the normal bowl would be 30 gram carbohydrates. Mm-hmm. And I'm pretty good with carbs. I'm good with carb diets. So low carb diets I like. So that's a plus for me. But the fat's up on this because the fat on a bowl of the leading brand of Frosted Flakes is 0.2 grams. And what's on there? Fat.
There isn't. Like I just said.
It's on the side.
Small print. I've got to really get right. So per 35 grams of serving, yeah? Fat 3.7, of which is saturated is 0.3.
See what I mean? So the fat is 0.2 on a leading brand. So the fat is far higher, but you find that a lot with low carb stuff. That you can get away with the fat being higher anyway. So So I'm going to start pouring if you want to read.
So the sugar on this example here is 0 grams of sugar in these. The net carbs, like we said, is 8 grams. The protein in this is 13 grams.
Okay.
Compared to the normal leading brand, which is only 1. These are also high fiber and gluten-free.
Perfect. Okay. So how do we want to grade this? You can read the spiel while I do the frosted flakes, because they're going to be my favourite, I think. I'm not going to do too many. I've even taken the label off the milk.
Yeah. Well, I did have a grading system. Did you want me to get it? Yeah, I think I sent it to you, didn't I?
I'll tell you what we're going to do is we're going to go to our, because we've forgotten, we're going to go to our sponsors.
Yep.
I'm going to pour this milk out and then we'll be ready to go. Okay. And then you can read that. All right?
Okay, so let me
to the sponsors. Ba-ding.
Today's sponsors are DiGiorgio Properties, your premier choice for expert building solutions. From concept to completion, trust them to turn your dreams into a reality.
Visit their website today at digiorgiosproperties.com.
Dimedici Associates, chartered, structural and civil engineers.
Based in the UK with a worldwide reach.
Visit their website on dimediciassociates.com.
Okay, guys, we're back. So what we've come up with some gradings. We're going to go, we'll do that in a sec, Rach. We're going to, we've got some gradings here and we're going to do it out of 10.
So we've got some categories. So flavour, texture, nutritional value, milk compatibility.
Yeah, if it goes soggy too quick. Yeah. I hate it when they go soggy.
Simon has a real phobia of that. He literally will have a go at me or the kids if we get in his way when he's eating his breakfast. If he pours that milk in and he doesn't literally
I've already poured the milk in, so stop talking. I've already poured the milk in. Right? So I've got the frosted flakes.
Right, so we've got, so milk compatibility, visual appeal, satisfaction and overall enjoyment or comments or anything like that you want to make over at the end.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, so this is the frosted flakes.
So visual appeal for me reminds me of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids when they're in the life preservers or life rings.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So visual for the first one.
What was the leading brand? Cheerios. Am I right in saying Cheerios were the leading brand for that sort of thing? Cheerios, when they're the little hoops, the little circles, right? Float in the milk quite well. So visual they're staying hard. They're staying hard, just like my man.
Okay, so what are we going to say for milk compatibility then? What are you going to give
milk compatibility? Actually, I'm going to give that a 10 out of 10.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Because they are hard. Can I taste them yet?
Yeah. As he spills milk down his chin.
They're all right, actually. They're all right. They're sweet.
Okay, so texture?
Texture's nice and crunchy.
Is that what you normally look for in a cereal?
Well, obviously, they're not like frosted flakes. These are frosted sort of circles.
Frosted circles.
I'm quite impressed with them.
Okay. So flavour, what would you say out of 10?
Well, they've got sweetness. I'm not going to say I'm amazingly blown away, but I'll go 7 or 8 for the flavour.
Okay. Texture?
Good.
So
nice crunch.
Remember, you don't have to talk with your mouth full either.
I can taste the barrel in these.
That's
wine. It's wine. Yeah. No, they're good. They got a nice. What you asked me?
Texture.
Good texture. So 8, 9.
8. Okay.
The reason I'm saying 8 is I'm a lover of flakes rather than circle or what do they call them round bits?
Circles. Okay.
Rather than like a Cheerio style.
Nutritional value.
Well, we know that's good, but don't go 10. We'll go 8 on that because it's high in fat.
Okay. So if you were doing a low carb diet, that would be good because obviously the carbs are low. And the protein is high.
The carbs are definitely lower. About 1/3 of, I would say, roughly. Don't quote me on this, but roughly 1/3 carb wise.
Visual appeal.
Visually look nice. The box, I like it because all the boxes have got something different. One's got a history of spoons on it. There's also, I've noticed, which I can't work this out because I can't be bothered to work it out. It says secret message, tea, keep it hush.
Or maybe
And they've all got a different letter. They've all got a different letter, and I think I checked them all out. I don't think there's a vowel there, so we can't add them together.
Where are you reading this?
Somewhere a secret message, tea.
Secret message, tea, keep it hush. Okay. So it must be something to do with like a little code, maybe. Oh, that's interesting.
Do you know what?
And they've got a little game on the back. Guess how many O's in the jar? O's. Call them O's.
They call them O's. They're O's. Of course they're O's. So yeah, I prefer the. That's the only.
So
it's not the only thing.
So visually, like the whole brand.
Yeah,
for those?
do you know what? I like it because they've done it in a natural way. The box isn't overly produced, as in, they've done what is required to hold some cereal.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got packaging experience. And as sad as it is, they've not used any glue by the looks of it, which is they've used a little bit of glue at the bottom, a tiny little bit of glue at the bottom, so they're saving on the environment now, sustainability and stuff, because the top has not been glued whatsoever.
No, the tops have just got flaps. Oh, look,
they've even got flap.
Look. There's another little secret message there, isn't there? It says secret message.
There's secret messages all over this.
Oh my gosh, we're going to have to get into that a bit more.
God. But I don't want to ruin it for anyone. But there are secret. There's another one there.
Secret message. So we've got a T, a G, and an E. Teg.
Get.
Oh yeah.
Moron. Get.
More.
Oh, do you reckon that's it though? If it's gets, then there'll be some others. I don't know. But there's secret messages. They've put some thought into it, which I like. And remember, they don't pay for this at all. And we're not being paid for this. This is just a genuine thing. These cereals are all over the internet at the moment, and we thought we'd give them a try. So
visual appeal, you're quite happy?
I quite like them. I like the...
I like the colours.
I don't want to say they're basic because they're not basic, but...
Simplified. They're
simplified and
simple, informative.
Some thought's been put into them. Like they've even got a little secret message for the kids to find. Do you know what I mean? That's quite cool.
So, out of 10, what would you say?
I would say the Frosted Flakes could be an 8 or 9 out of 10. What else is on there?
Satisfactory. Were you satisfied with the product?
I would eat the Frosted Flakes again. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll say 7.
Yeah.
And overall enjoyment. Was there any comment, anything that you didn't like, anything that you did like?
I'm not sure if I've got a slight aftertaste with whatever they use instead of sugar. I'm not sure. But it's not enough to blow me away, and I'm still eating them. So,
which is a good sign. So you're quite impressed with the frosty circle.
Frosted Flakes.
Frosted O's, they're called. Frosted
I'm going to give the Frosted Flakes a 7.5 out of 10.
Okay. Thank you very much for that, Boris.
Right.
Next one.
Right, let's finish this off.
You're going to be sick of cereal after this, after 5
Give us a sec. We'll come back. I'll make another bowl of something else. And we're back again.
Hello, everyone.
Right, we've gone for the cocoa ones now. I don't know what they're trying to replicate at all. But let's monkey around on them.
You're really bad. Really bad.
I'll just show you what it's like. So usual box of cereal, empty box.
Are they still the O's? Are we still going for the O's? I think all of them are O-shaped,
They're all O-shaped, 100% all O-shaped. These obviously look like cocoa colour. This bag's very strong, which I'm sort of impressed with because sometimes they can be a pain, can't they?
Right, so on the back of this one, it talks about protein.
I think, Rach, if you have a look, I don't think the figures are far off of each other. All the brands.
On these ones, they're very good at keeping them quite similar with regards to the sugar, net carb, protein. But on the back of the other one, we had a history of spoons. This one has got a little bit of information about protein. And how much protein you should be having, everything like that.
Enough protein to shake a spoon at, or something like that, it says, doesn't it? Has it got hidden messages? It does say that, doesn't it?
No, this one says, have you seen this cat? She's not missing, she's just really cute. Just little things like that make me laugh.
Oh my
yes,
God.
And there are, again, secret messages.
Okay. Right.
No, yeah, perfect.
So you're going to have to score a lot of this the same.
So this is...
Because the difference really now is just the taste, right? So literally scored appearance the same.
Right,
because these got cocoa on them, because they've got cocoa on them, they might be a little bit harder.
Right, so we've got flavour, texture, nutritional value, again, similar to the other one. So we're going to mark all of these as 8 out of 10 for these because they are very informative, very low carb, protein, high in fibre and gluten-free as well. So if people...
This is all going to boil down to taste for me.
So a lot of people out there find gluten-free stuff very limiting.
Vegan as well, aren't they?
I don't...
Yeah, I didn't read that. Gluten-free.
It says gluten-free down here and high fibre.
Oh, maybe not vegan. I can't... Oh, no, now I've got to check it out. It's up here, look. It's written up here. Oh, sorry. Gluten-free and dairy-free. Not vegan. I don't know if it's vegan or not. Right, okay.
Right, so flavour.
Here we go.
All right.
He's taking a bowl. For people just listening.
None of this. I hate that.
Oh. Do you know what I got straight away? I got chocolate milkshake straight away.
Okay.
Chocolate milkshake.
Like the thick ice cream type milkshake one?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Oh, I nearly headbutted the mic then. So, flavour? Is it a good flavour? Is it a nice flavour?
It is. It's an 8 out of 10.
Wow, 8 out of 10 for this one. Okay. Texture. Again, has it held the texture well?
Exactly the same.
Yep, 8 out of 10.
This cereal to milk is like ginger nuts to tea. You can dunk it as much as you want.
No, it says no dunking.
What does that mean? Why no dunking?
Because these are the caramelized biscuit ones. So obviously you dunk biscuit. So they're joking and saying no dunking on that one.
Okay, we'll try them again. We'll try them next.
Okay, so the compatibility with milk again, still...
All exactly the same.
Yeah. Visual appeal, same.
Yeah, nice. It's nice.
Satisfactory.
Obviously, they're not the crispies, the rice type crispy shape type. I'm trying to be good without saying any leading products. I'm doing shite at it.
Have you got an overall thought on it?
My overall thought of the day is be nice to each other.
No, on the cereal, you plonker.
I've got to be honest. I was hit with chocolate when I ate it, and it was a nice feeling.
Especially because low carb or very little carb, very fewer carbs. You don't
pick me up and saying fewer all the time. You get it wrong
fewer and
podcast.
less. No, I don't. That is right. Fewer carbs.
Okay, fewer carbs.
I have to think. Yeah, fewer carbs. When you are having low carb diets, you're not allowed the sweet things. You're not allowed the chocolate or anything like that. So I suppose if you've got low carb enough to have these for breakfast, which carbohydrates are on this one 7 grams, then it is that little bit of sweet that you might need, or that little bit of sweet that you do crave, maybe. Yeah,
I've got a couple of tips for you for your low carb people. That is good. Like you say, it's good for someone on low carbs. You're missing chocolate. You're missing sweet at least. That is very good for that. And is the carb rating the same?
7, like I just said.
And what was it on the other one? 3. Oh, so it's lower on these.
Yeah.
So this is lower carbs than the Frosted Flakes. Perfect. So then that should go up a little bit then.
On what?
On the nutrition.
Okay, so you want to go 9 out of 10?
Yeah, I actually think they may be better than the Frosted.
Okay.
So we're going to go 8 out of 10 for overall then.
Okay.
Didn't I do 7.5 on the other one?
Yep. So 8 out of 10.
Yeah, that was 9 you wrote down.
8. That's an 8.
Okay. So
the next one we're going to do.
The Cocos, 8 out of 10. Very impressed with them.
So the next one we got is the caramelized.
Okay.
I can't say it.
I'll tell you, sorry, there was another tip I was going to give.
Oh, for low carb?
Look, I'm not the fittest person on earth, but when I do a low carb diet, I do have some tips. One is get Coke. It doesn't matter what brand. I prefer a certain brand. myself, which
Make
is
sure it's a
no
diet.
sugar whatsoever. So no sugar Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola.
That's
Is that a brand? Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Pepsi Max, any brands like that. Ones with no sugar at all. And then you get that powder jelly, which is no sugar powder jelly.
You can get no sugar powder jelly.
You put half the water that they tell you to put in the jelly, just put half of boiling water in it and let it go. And then put the other half with Coca-Cola in it and Pepsi.
No. The boiling water stays the same to dissolve it. And then you're meant to add an extra bit of water.
No, never do that. No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
I'm giving this tip, not you.
You have to still dissolve it in the same amount of boiling water.
You don't. So you put half the amount of boiling water in and dissolve. I make it all the time.
That's why it's so rubbish.
That's why mine's better than yours. Yours is too diluted. So boiling water, the half amount that they recommend when you're doing jelly, half the amount, right? And then top the other one up with a Coke flavour or any other fizzy drink, which is 0 sugar. And that's a really nice treat if you're on a low carb diet because there's no sugar and no carbs in it.
Can I just say?
That's my tip. And it could be wrong, but I think it's right. All right. Just to cover my ass.
Can I just say, right. So you're normally meant to do something like half a pint of boiling water, put the powder in, mix it up so it dissolves. Then you have to put in another half a pint of it says cold water. That's the bit that you replace.
Oh, I see.
That's what I'm saying. You don't half the amount of boiling water.
So the total amount of water required to make the jelly, use half of it.
As Diet Coke or
as a diet
lemonade, diet whatever you want.
Yes.
We've done it with diet lime before, haven't we?
Yes.
Lemon and lime we've done. And it gives it that bit of fizzy, but it's nice.
Now we're going on to caramelized biscuit flavour, all right? And it's got a man riding a biscuit, which looks like what I call hairdressers' biscuits. Because I remember the day when you could only have them biscuits in the hairdressers. Then they ended up in pound shops, and now they're one of the most sellable biscuits ever. They have them in McFlurries and everything, don't they? They have them everywhere.
The last time McFlurries, that's branding.
Yeah. Well, no, it's just a fact. They have these caramelized biscuits in McFlurries. And my friend's got a Lotus car, really like that. See how I did it? Anyway, you know where I'm coming from. Have you only just got it?
Yeah.
Please,
I was thinking, why is he talking about cars all of a sudden?
Anyway, let's try these babies.
Okay, so these are... Can I smell them? Shove them under my... They smell...
The smell is strong.
They smell cinnamony, actually.
No, they're not the cinnamon ones.
I know, but they smell... I'm just saying what I can say. No, you're wrong.
Pitch facts, right?
They smell quite cinnamon. Right. I can't say it's cinnamon.
Far too many in there. I'm not going to be able to eat all them. Okay.
Will our kids eat these, do you think?
Those first two, 100%.
Okay.
Our kids will eat them 100%.
Okay, so remember, we're thinking flavour.
Remember, it's not just for people on a diet. Sorry to jump in. But it is for kids. It'd be better for your kids to have these.
Well, that's the thing at the moment, isn't it? They're saying, we're trying to promote our kids to have a healthy breakfast. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, which is questionable.
Yeah.
But if you're sending your child into school, you don't want them hyped up on sugar because then they'll come crashing down around about 10 o'clock. You want to give them something healthy, nutritious, with high nutritious value. And this is good.
Yeah.
What are you?
I'm just checking the figures on these. So this has got to go back down again because it's a little bit higher in stuff.
Okay, so
it's 8 grams of carbs.
So the net carbs, but
still far lower than other things.
Because they're saying to the same cereal. Brand. So they're saying the net carbs on this is 8 compared to the branded version, which is 28.
And I love these biscuits. So if they're not right, I will let you know they're not right.
Oh, okay. It's a little bit threatening there, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, like I say, this isn't a praise them up thing. This is a genuine, I'll give you my honest opinion on what I think of them. All right? So we ready? Have you scored it all?
Yeah, I've got all the scoring here. So again, same sort of thing on the back. There's a little bit of information. All the information is down the side as well. So it actually says high protein, vegan. So you were right. Vegan. It is.
Is it all vegan? Yes, vegan.
Right here down the side.
Vegan. Vegan. Read all them out then.
So it's high protein, vegan, gluten-free, high fibre and keto friendly.
There you go.
So keto is what you become when you're in
ketosis.
Ketosis
That's
is when
you've
have
not had hardly
carbs.
any carbs.
Yep.
your body goes in ketosis and then it starts. Once it's in ketosis, that's when the weight starts coming off.
And they're even saying here on the back of this one, lend us your brain if you've got any good ideas how we can make our cereals even better, or what hairstyle we should go with next. We'd love to hear from you. Mullets are a hard no. That's what they feel.
See, they're quite cool, aren't they? And do you know the name of the lady I've been talking to? Rachel. Everyone in my life is called Rachel.
You're surrounded
My
by
first
Rachels.
girlfriend was Rachel. My wife's Rachel. I watch a show called Friends. That's got a girl called Rachel in it. Right, here we go. Now,
Right,
I love
these
caramelized things.
Caramelized biscuits. I must admit, when I opened them, there was a very strong. They're very strong smelling.
Sorry, I'm chewing into the mic. Unfortunately, that's not. Don't like them.
Oh, okay.
No.
Why do you not like these? Let's go into depth about this, Simon. Do you need a bucket? Do you need a bucket?
No, they're not that bad, but
they're not your favourite compared to the other two?
They haven't got the taste right. The taste isn't right.
Okay.
It tastes a bit medical. If I'm on, that sounds a bit wrong. It tastes a bit like medical. Try some yourself. Try some. It's harsh, quite a harsh taste. Unfortunately, I haven't got that one right.
It's the cinnamon. I don't like cinnamon.
I don't think there's cinnamon in these.
But
that's the cinnamon one. They may have used cinnamon instead of...
Oh, yeah.
Have you read out the ingredients on any of these? Soya protein. I can't read it, Rach. My eyes are so bad.
Where am I reading? Soya protein, pea starch, rapeseed oil, sweetener, soya, natural flavouring, and all allergies in bold.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's a free for taste.
Okay.
These two, I'm really impressed with. I'm going to have another bowl of them at the end, I think, just to celebrate. But,
all mixed into one.
not that impressed with the caramel, and I love those biscuits. I eat those biscuits a lot.
I get what you mean.
The aftertaste isn't great.
It's weird. It's like I'll tell you what it is, and I'm not meaning to be rude or anything. It's like you've gone to the dentist and you've washed your mouth out with that stuff at the end, and it gives you that, and you can still taste it when you walk out. God,
I bet they're really grilling. They're looking at us on this and slagging us off.
No,
but we're just being honest. It's our opinion, all right? So, yeah.
It's just a weird aftertaste of that one, I think.
Yeah, not a great one.
But again, the texture held the milk well. Milk compatibility, again, it's good, hard, tough cereal, isn't it?
Yeah.
in a good way. And again, visually, everything is the same. But yeah,
so that's that one out of the way. So we'll put that back here a little bit.
So out of 10, your overall satisfaction?
4, 3 even. Okay. Like I say,
it's just the taste on that one.
Everything else is fine, but it's just, at the end of the day, you're having a cereal based on its taste. You're not going to power through it just because it's got nutritional value, and that taste of that isn't nice. So, unfortunately, that's it. So let's go. We're going to go on to the next one. We're going to go try the peanut butter. We'll be back in a sec because I'm going to empty this bowl because I'm not going to finish that. Yeah, have we?
Okay, so welcome back, everyone. I don't care. Welcome back.
We're not back. I'm still putting
Welcome back.
Right.
Right, I have just been reading the back of this box, and there is a hilarious bit.
What one is this?
This is the peanut one that we're doing next.
What we got to remember, right, is because we're filmed, and a lot of people, 57,000 people, no more than that when this comes out, be about nearly 60,000, easily 60,000 people watch us. You've got to describe a bit more.
Okay, so
sorry, God, how long did it take me to get that sentence out?
This is the peanut butter high protein cereal from Surreal. This is on the back of the box. They have some information about sugar this time, and a little bit of information, breaking a few eggs, that sort of thing. And at the bottom, they've got how flat is your head? So this is one for you.
Because Rachel slags me off.
No.
Because I've got a flat bit. The back of my head. Like you could literally, if I was to walk around like that, I'd be able to carry a full
This
day.
one, it says flat enough to balance a bowl of cereal.
Well, let's do it. But it's the back of my head, isn't it? It's there. Right, so we're trying the peanut butter ones. Now, I'm going to be honest. I'm not a lover of peanut butter, like peanut butter on toast, things like that. Not a lover.
Nice.
Well, then you should try these. But I do love, it's a leading brand, but I love Reese stuff. I love Reese.
See, I don't.
And I love chicken satay, which is also peanut butter.
So okay. So this could be like a chicken satay.
Oh, first smell is nice. First smell is nice.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Right, I don't want to pour too many out because I'm already sick.
What do they taste like dry? Have one dry.
You want me to go in dry?
Yeah.
They taste like peanut butter. They're very nice.
Because sometimes people have cereal as a snack. Because I know sometimes our daughter just takes a pot and just eats it without milk.
Yeah.
Just like little snack bits. So
they dry, all right. Wet. Milk's going in, everyone. Milk's going in now. So this is the peanut butter O's. Well, they're O-shaped. By Surreal of London. Surreal of London.
Yeah, they've only been going 2 years, by the way.
Been going 2 years. They've got a team of 9. They're doing well. So let's have a look. Right, I'm not a amazing peanut butter fan, but they are all right. Give them a try, Rach.
I'm okay.
No, give them a try.
No,
But you can have 4.
no.
4.
Just one.
No, just take 2 at least. How can you crunch in between? Oh, God. Why don't matter? You're like a little mouse.
That's how you meant to taste them. And then you meant to swill it round and spit it out
No,
in the bowl.
Rachel, that's wine.
Sorry.
Another thing. Right. Actually, that's quite nice.
Yeah.
That's quite nice. It's got. There's something about those biscuit ones. They've just not nailed those biscuit ones. But they've nailed them. They've nailed them as well.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. They're all very sweet. They've made up for the sugar tenfold.
I think that may be what it is.
Yeah.
That I've got like a bit of a sweet coating in my mouth afterwards.
Story of your life. Right.
And underneath, I've just seen this as well. Do you ever do this?
No.
If you get like stuff that you put in the fridge or anything like that, and you look at the sell by date, like the best before date, do you get a tiny little bit excited when it's your birthday?
Yes. Is it yours?
No, but they put on there they put like the batch number and the best before date, which is actually a year, so it's quite good. And then they put, "Is this your birthday?"
See, they thought of funny stuff, but you do, didn't you? You see a sell by date. The other thing is, people with the same name as you, strangers, and you're like, "Oh, you're Simon as well."
Oh, we're friends.
I no longer care if you go badger baiting. You've got the same name as me, or the same birthday. Same birthday. Oh, you're instantly friends with someone when
and you're like, "Same birthday, woo!"
Yeah.
You can't do.
Well, we haven't. Though, have we?
I know, but that's what you do with someone.
But it's sad, isn't it? You know, they could be a criminal, or like I say, go badger baiting, and if they've got the same name or birthday, it don't matter. That badger deserved it. It's weird, isn't it? It's weird. The badger didn't deserve it. Disclaimer there. Just a joke. I'm just joking. Peanut butter, right, Rach? Give it a rating. I'm going to give it. A 6 out of 10.
Okay.
I think it's good, but that's me being harsh. Total rating 6.
Yep. So the flavour was good. Are the flavours, apart from the one that you said that they
Are
haven't
they
got
similar,
right,
as you're going to say?
no, the flavours, do you think they've nailed the rest of the flavours? Are they different?
The flavours match what they've, the description. They definitely taste like peanut butter.
Mm-hmm.
The cocoa definitely tastes like cocoa. Beautiful. The Frosties taste like frosted cereal. Yeah. Yeah, no problem at all. But the biscuits one is way off.
Okay.
Way off.
Yeah, and again, all the texture, the milk compatibility, everything like that, because they've kept it very similar and just changed the taste to them, not the actual look of them or the appearance of them. They haven't gone from flakes to hoops to rice or anything like that. They're very similar, right?
Yeah,
So they're all going to stay very similar.
So shall I eat these all? And
if you want.
Oh,
The only thing with that I've tried these ones, which I'm really sorry, but weren't very nice. And these ones, they've just left a little bit of a sweet coating in my mouth, I think, which maybe that's just a me. Maybe I would need a cup of tea or something if you were going to have
I agree. They leave a taste in your mouth that normal cereals don't.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's the sugar maybe, or not the sugar. It's the sugar. What am I trying to say? What they've replaced the sugar
replacement
with. So that might just be.
But we don't know what it is, but all we can say is there is a taste left afterwards. But
it's not a bad taste.
It's not horrible.
No,
it's not a horrible taste, but there's an aftertaste. It's like what else has an aftertaste? Tuna, mackerel.
You're comparing cereal to mackerel.
Don't get me wrong; it hasn't got the same aftertaste as mackerel because you taste that for the rest of the day.
Oh,
you've had this cereal afterwards.
Now, do you brush your teeth before cereal or after cereal?
You should brush your teeth after cereal because why brush your teeth then go and eat breakfast? But on the other hand, you've then got the pepperminty taste or the have you ever drunk? You ever drunk?
Where are you going with?
Yeah, but have you ever had brush your teeth and then drunk a drink? Sometimes it's horrendous. It's horrendous drinking like a squash after brushing your teeth. So I think the same.
You shouldn't do that either. They say that it's bad for you if you.
Yeah, where am I going with this?
I don't know.
Well, no, actually, no. I've got it the right way around. Yeah, you should eat the cereal and then brush your teeth afterwards. Yeah, because then you haven't got that problem, have you? Who would brush their teeth then eat? You have that horrible taste of the toothpaste taste. A lot combined with that.
Well, some people,
and you're defeating the object.
Some people literally get up, shower, and because they're in the bathroom, brush their teeth, get ready, and then go down and have cereal or breakfast or whatever, don't they?
Okay.
So, but I always, I don't eat, do I, in the mornings?
You don't. You do 12 and something, which I've tried to. I'm doing it, but obviously this has just messed it up slightly. But like 5 different cereals. So cinnamon next.
And would you? Because how much do you have in a bowl? How much would you say is a bowl's worth? Would you measure out 35 grams?
No, but that's the problem, isn't it? A lot of people put more than 35 grams in.
So obviously if you do that, their nutritional value will go up for you.
Yeah,
please be aware.
Yeah, obviously.
So you can't have as much as you want and still expect it to be 8 grams of sugar, 8 grams of carbs and no sugar and everything like that. But
when I'm on a diet and I'm putting it in a certain app and telling the app what I've had, I will put the bowl on the scales, push 0, and then pour it in.
You said that really. Push 0.
Zero did come out weird, didn't it?
Right, you've got to rinse the bowl out because I think the flavour of the peanut might overshadow the cinnamon flavour, I think.
I was just going to shove them in. But we'll be back in a sec. I'm going to change the bowl again. Okay, and we're back again, and we're going to try the cinnamon this time. Now,
our son loves cinnamon breakfast cereal. We went to America a few months ago, and he was loving the churros. Is it churros they have out there? Yeah. And when we got back, he wanted the cereal. He wanted to make his own churros.
Yeah, I like cinnamon. Smell. No, I've got to have a little bit of a palate cleanser.
You need a sorbet.
God, anyone got their own sorbet company? Bring that in. I'll have a look at that.
God, can you?
We should do tasting stuff.
Like, do you know what I would really like? Like a really tangy orange sorbet.
Yeah,
I've made Cointreau ice cream before, which is very similar. Which is an orange. That was nice, but not a sorbet. I don't think I've ever made sorbet. Sorry, anyway.
Okay.
Right, so these are very cinnamony. Now, I'm not going to taste these ones because I don't actually like cinnamon. So
Right, here we go. Same. Everything else is the same. They float around. They're hard as nails in the milk. They ain't going anywhere. Tell you, for a couple of hours, they are not going to soften up.
and for you, that's quite happy.
For me, I love that. Some people might like them going soft, but that puts me off big time. Tell you what else puts me off: someone bashing a bowl with a spoon right next to a mic.
So you had to go at me this morning.
Yeah, no, but tell you what else puts me off is warm milk. I've had to run to the shop, get that straight out of the fridge, and start this podcast because I can't stand the milk not being really, really cold. And I moaned, didn't I, when you've replaced the milk in the morning? What'd she do? What'd she do? I'm so angry that I can't get my words out.
This is a bitch about me as well.
She puts the milk back when there's like.
How do you know that's
not
me?
like a tiny. I know it's you because you've got a grin on your face when you do it.
How
You have a grin on your face when you do it.
I don't.
She puts the tiniest bit of milk back. Right, I understand. Don't waste the milk. Just put another one in with it. Put another one in next to it. Drives me nuts, and you get pleasure from it.
No, I'm putting my hand up to talk.
No, talking. Right, we're tasting now.
It's our podcast, remember?
We're tasting.
Right, so while you're talking, while you're tasting, I'm talking.
We're talking about cinnamon.
No, my whole thing with the milk is it isn't always me. All right. Sometimes Tilly and Ted get their own cereal because they are old enough to get their own cereal, and they just chuck it back. Sometimes how am I meant to know what is going in and out of that fridge with 3 other people going in and out of that fridge? I don't have control, and I don't drink milk, so
okay.
I'm right. So anyway, that's my.
We're
little
past
piece.
that now. Okay.
Right.
Yeah,
so what was
definitely taste cinnamon.
Okay.
They probably are cinnamon, aren't they? Because cinnamon isn't sugar, is it? It's a sugar replacement, isn't it? Cinnamon. Have a look at the ingredients.
You can't read that, can you?
Really struggling.
This is also an advertisement. To get your
cinnamon
eyes checked.
flavour. Cinnamon flavour. Soy. I can't say it right. Soy protein hoops with what?
Cinnamon flavour, soy protein hoops with sweetener. Again, soy protein, pea starch. Very similar to all the other ingredients.
Right. Do you know what? They're fine as well. They're fine. What did I give the peanut butter? What?
So I was just reading the information. Store. After opening, reclose tightly to keep fresh. Store in a cool, dry place like a cupboard or bank vault.
They're trying to be funny with it, and they've done quite well.
Right. So, sorry, going back to your...
that is going to be the same as the peanut butter. Okay,
so we're going to go for a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, and that's a bit harsh. I think that's a bit harsh. Can you change them both to 6.5 out of 10? They're not a 7, they're 6.5. So yeah, it was fine. It tasted of cinnamon. The ingredients doesn't say it's got cinnamon in, but it might have. But
it says cinnamon flavour.
Yeah, so
cinnamon flavour. So it's just
And they were fine. I feel sorry for them because I've had 4 other flavours before it. So, 6.5 to 7 for them. But definitely, I was 7 out of 10 one night, or 7.5 out of 10 with the Frosties. Frosties are definitely better than them.
So, on your scoring code, okay, so we've got the Frosties, 7.5 out of 10, which is those ones down there. We've got your cocoa.
The cocoa flavour.
Yep, cocoa ones. We've got 8 out of 10.
Yep.
Unfortunately, the caramel ones, we've only given 3 out of 10.
Yep.
They're just not good. And in a joint 4th, we've got both of these two, the peanut and the cinnamon, out of a 6.5 out of 10. Yeah.
So my personal feeling is if you wanted to try these out, go for the cocoa and the Frosties first, cinnamon next, and then peanut butter after that, and then at the moment, unless they improve it, avoid the caramelized biscuit ones.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've got a little confession to make, right? Before contacting this company, I actually bought some flavours.
You did.
And I purchased the caramel biscuits, the Frosties, the cocoa, and the cinnamon. I didn't purchase the peanut butter, okay? I haven't purposely not opened the Frosties or the Cocoa Pops, but the first thing I opened when I got the box was the caramelized biscuit.
Because it was your favourite?
Because that's how much I like caramelized biscuit. And I try them with milk, Rach?
Yes.
Did I?
Yeah.
And I wasn't impressed. And I was like, oh no, these ain't great at all. So I haven't opened the others. That's when I wanted to invite the company on so we can try it all out with them now. They wasn't available. That's fair enough. They're only a small team. Very nice on the emails. Very nice company. Nice person. Rachel seems lovely. And so they said, we'll send you some. I said, how about we review them for you? They said, yeah, okay, we'll send you some over. Right, this is the thing. They sent 4 flavours over. Guess the flavour they didn't send over. They didn't send the caramelised biscuit. So I wonder if they're not as impressed with the caramelised biscuit as well.
But it could be a work in progress.
It could be a coincidence that the caramelised biscuit wasn't the one they sent over. But the one that did, and I'm pleasantly surprised. I had a feeling I'd have the same problem with the other 4 as I did the caramelised biscuit one, but not at all. The Frosted Flakes, the Cocoa Pops were lovely. Yeah. So I'm really pleased for them because they're trying to do their best to make cereals healthy. And
it is hard. And
replacing sugar's hard, and we're all addicted to it, unfortunately. But
they're going about it the right way, I think.
Yeah. And the boxes are really cool. They're fun.
Because that's the thing. Our children would quite happily sit there and play with the box, won't they? Whilst they're eating it, they would look at the box, and that's the thing. So with all these little messages and all these secret messages and bits to do on the back and fun ideas, like the one that we've just tried has actually got a free moustache on the back of the box. It's silly little things like that actually grab not just the kids' attentions, his attention, my attention. Yeah, it's silly little things like that actually make you smile. And it sounds weird. That might put you in a good mood for the day. Whilst you're sitting there and thinking, I've got this meeting to do, I've got this, I've got this test to do at school, I've got spellings to learn. If you just sit and have 5 minutes eating your breakfast and think, oh, they've given me a free moustache on the back of that plate, it might just make that little tiny bit of difference in your day.
They want some tips on things they can do, don't they? So what I suggest they do is on the inside of the box, have something that the kids cut out and make like a mask, a robot mask or something, but full on proper mask that they glue. And
they can, if they buy all of them, have different bits to them.
That's it. So you could have a part of a car there, and then the next one is the back. Like you could have a truck in one of them that you cut out, and they make the cutouts of all flaps, and it tells you where to fold.
Yep.
Do that with the truck, and then the other one could be the trailer,
and then you're
a train. If they do it with a train, so you make a train, all the other ones can be the
carriages.
The carriages at the back.
But the thing is, you're recycling the box then, aren't you?
Yeah, they're reusing it, which is good. But I want to say well done to them, because in my heart of hearts, I was like, I'm getting emotional. No, I'm not. In my heart of hearts, I thought they would be just as bad as the caramelized biscuit, and I've been pleasantly surprised today. So well done.
What is the main thing of this? What is the main point of this? Never judge a book by its cover.
Never judge a cereal by its flavour.
Well, yeah, you have to do that because we've literally just done that.
Never judge a brand by one flavour, by its first taste of the 5th flavour. Anyway, I want to thank Surreal for being quite open with it and sending us the products.
Thank you so much. That was really nice of you, really kind, and we really enjoyed that. So if anyone else out there wants to send us stuff and get a really crappy review from us.
No, so definitely in first place, cocoa. Yep. In first is cocoa, slightly by Frosted Flakes. Then we're going to go cinnamon and thingy together, and then that one can just stay over there. That's it from us. Rach, should we talk about who's just been on the podcast? Graham Bond, Carpentry. He was on Friday. Old mate of mine from over, I would say, 40 years. I've known Graham. Yes, I'm that old, everyone. I know I don't look it.
I am not.
And we have a good chat with Bondy. We used to be in drum corps together. which is like a marching band type thing we did. And we went to school together, and he's a carpenter. What? He's kicking me for a reason.
You don't give too much away, otherwise no one's going to watch
I've
it.
not given anything away. And then next Friday, guess who we got? LKG Trio.
Ah, that was so funny.
So they're a band, and they're a covers band. They also make their own stuff.
And they are so eager for it to come out, aren't they?
Yeah, they can't wait for the podcast to come out. They are literally knocking at my door saying, "When's it out? When's it out? When's it out? Is it coming out?" And yeah, they're good lads. They're wedding bands. They're function bands. They also do open mic events, and they even play a couple of songs for us at the end, where you can basically say, "I want this song in this style," and they will knock it out for you. It's quite good.
They are very good musicians. Really, really talented guys, actually.
Yeah.
Really talented guys.
Really good. Yep.
So that's a good one to watch.
So that's it, Rach. Anything coming up for us?
Thank you. We've got obviously charity events. Still raising money for my Machu Picchu trail.
Jolly.
What?
The jolly.
No, it's not jolly.
Okay.
It isn't. So yes, I'll be doing some training, and I will be still raising money for that. So if you do want to sponsor me, on our website there is a link. And I've just realised my hair is sticking out big time. Look.
Oh yeah.
Sorry. But yes, thank you all so much for everything. If you wanted to come on the podcast, just give us drop us an email and you can come on. If you want to sponsor the podcast, there is another link to sponsor the podcast. And thank you so much for liking, subscribing and sharing.
Whoop whoop. That's it. Thank you. Bye. This podcast has been brought to you by Snugdubs Camper Van Hire.
Roam the world, park anywhere.
That's snugdubs.co.uk. This podcast was brought to you today by Austin's Eatery on Station Road, Strood.
Try the Viking Challenge.